Hey everybody, my name is Ashley Rush, and I'm an independent creative memories advisor located in North Carolina. Today, I'm back with our newest tool through Creative Memories, the Creative Memories Circle Cutter. So last week I introduced this to you and showed you how to cut a variety of circles and pointed out the different features. Today, I'm going to show you guys a cool little hack, although I'm not sure that hack is the right word because it was indeed designed to do this. But I'm going to show you guys how to combine the circle cutter with our dual tip pins and dot pins. My mission this week is to call this tool what it actually is named, the circle cutter, not the circle maker like I kept calling it on and on and on last week. I think I lost track of how many times I called it by the wrong name. What can I say? It's a habit. In my brain, it's the circle maker, but it's actually called the circle cutter. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. For this, you will need your 13-inch cutting mat, your circle cutter, a sheet of cardstock or paper, and then, of course, a Creative Memories dual tip pin or a Creative Memories dot pin. So last week, I'm just going to move this into place. I pointed out the variety of features here with our maker, cutter with our cutter, and I showed you guys the white ruler that you use to measure the size of the circle you were cutting. I'm sure you also noticed that there was a gray ruler over top of it going in the opposite direction. So instead of 0 on the left working up to 12 on the right, it is 0 on the right working up larger to the left. So this ruler is actually used for drawing circles. That's right, drawing circles. You can use the circle cutter to draw circles, which is maybe why I keep wanting to call it the circle maker, because you're making a circle and not cutting one. But anyways, I digress. It's super easy to use. It's very similar to when you cut. You need to loosen the dial, and then you slide your indicator down the length of this circle cutter until you choose the size of the circle you want. I'm going to go with 7. I believe that's the size we started off with last week. And again, you're using the gray tool here at the top. Then you're going to tighten your dial so that it doesn't slide. You're going to place your circle cutter on your paper. And then you're just going to use you can only use the fine tip side as opposed to the bold side on our dual tipped markers. So you can only use the fine tip. You're going to slide the marker on so here's where the blade is. On the opposite side, there is a shaft perfect for our pins. It fits nice and snug in, and you can see that the nib of the pin just barely comes out of the bottom. All right, so then you'll put this on your paper. Once again, you'll hold it in place by pushing down on that center dial, and then using your hand, you guide the pin around your paper. If you see any bald spots or places you missed, you can go back through, can sort of bolden up your line by going over it multiple times. But it's really that simple. Whoopsies. So as I said, you can also use our dot pins. So these two have two sides. One is used for making different size dots, and then we have a fine tip side as well. So you can use that much the same way. I'm gonna come down in size just slightly. Put it back in the holder the same way. And we have our circles. It's like I'm making a Venn diagram here. So why would you need to draw a circle as opposed to cutting it? while you can do like what I'm doing here and sort of create a pattern on the page, it's also great for creating journaling boxes and borders. All the same reasons that you would cut circles, you can draw them. This just gives you, like if you're using plain white cardstock, it livens up the colors a bit. So I'm just going to draw another one here using a third color. As you can see, this one I got a little excited and I came off the page, but that's okay. So you could keep on continuing to draw your circles until you've got a whole pattern, and then use this as your decorative paper for your background. So was that just like so stinking easy? It almost didn't deserve its own video. It was that easy. I love this feature. It's definitely something I'm going to mention in my comparison video, where I can compare the circle cutter to our custom cutting system, because this is something that the custom cutting system cannot do. All right, as I said, this was a quick and easy video. Did you guys learn something? Did you all know that you could use the circle cutter to make drawn circles? Had you tried it yet? Were you a little intimidated? Did you think it would be difficult? Now, obviously, for me, the hardest part was keeping it steady as I took off the pen, so I would get these little marks from where I was removing the pen from the paper. I think with a little practice, I could steady that up and not have so many stray marks. But otherwise, I think it was really easy. It was easier than using a compass in geometry class. All right, I hope you guys found this tip useful. I would love for you guys to subscribe if you're new. Make sure you give the video a like. And if you never want to miss another video, make sure you guys hit that bell as well. I look forward to seeing you all next week. Bye.